This is the plaintiff, Quanah. She says she was walking her Shih Tzu Yorkie Terrier mix, and the defendant's mean and vicious pit bull attacked her poor dog, shaking her back and forth, then turned on her and bit her in the lip. Bottom line, the defendant let his 12-year-old 30-pound boy walk a 50-pound pit bull. The kid lost control, and now she has an injured dog, a permanent disfigurement on her face, and she's out $5,000, the amount she's suing for. This is the defendant, Charles Brown. He says first things first, the plaintiff's dog wasn't on a leash. His dog has never had any problems before, and if anyone's been damaged, it's him. His dog was taken from him for a month and placed in the pound, ended up getting sick and had to be laid to rest. The test results determined he wasn't dangerous, and he is devastated by his loss. He's accused of losing control.
Litigants have been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Douglas. Okay, Quanah, you've asked to be referred to only by your first name.
Yes.
You are suing Charles Brown, a neighbor?
We live in
the same area?
the same
For
area.
$5,000 in damages, 40, almost 200 of that in pain and suffering, and the rest in damages that you had to pay to vets, medications, ambulances, as a result of his child losing control of their pit bull when he was walking and biting your dog. And
Correct.
You tell me what happened and how did it happen?
I was coming downstairs to walk my dog. It was around 8:30 in the morning.
Was your dog on a leash?
Yes, she's always on this retractable leash. We didn't even get outside my building yet, and as soon as I opened the silver door, the outer door, to go outside, his pit bull darted across the street, attacked me and her, and cornered us in the vestibule of my building. And
Okay, who had been walking the dog?
I believe his 12-year-old
Was it your son?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, is your son here to testify?
No, ma'am.
How come?
He's in school.
Were you there when it happened?
No, ma'am, but I have a written statement from one of the witnesses that were there.
Okay, and why isn't the witness here? Okay, is what it is, so go on.
All right, so basically what wound up happening was, like I said, she's always on this retractable leash. We wasn't even outside the door
Right,
yet,
so
basically.
so you see the dog coming towards you. Is the child flapping in the wind, holding on, or
The dog was, his
released?
dog wasn't on a leash at
Oh, wasn't on a
all.
leash at all?
No, and the dog had a blue collar
Okay.
around his neck. And once I started screaming for help, the boy darted across the street and basically grabbed the dog by the collar and pulled the dog off the leash. Still no leash. Pulled his dog off my dog.
Okay.
Still no leash in the boy's
How did
hand.
you get bit?
His dog first attacked her. He let her go for like a couple of seconds. I bent down to try to pick her up. He bent down, he turned around and bit me in my lip, and I have the scar. It's not going nowhere.
Come up.
Just right in that corner. Thank you, ma'am.
As you can see, the scar is not going anywhere.
Point to the scar for me.
Right here, on the left side of my lip.
Have you seen a doctor about that?
I did.
Actually, go ahead
hold
and
on
come
one
back.
second. Just go right back.
I need to have you mic'd when you're answering.
I did. Now, the thing, when I went to a hospital, they discharged me. They basically told me that they couldn't do anything until they found out if his dog had his shots or not. Basically, they was going to evaluate.
Usually they do something in case his dog doesn't have
Well,
shots and they give you a rabies shot. They said that you didn't get a rabies shot.
No, and that was the nurse there basically informed me. She was like, it's a painful
It
and
is
long
very
process.
Did your dog have its shots?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and so obviously that was shown to animal control, right? Because animal control got involved, right?
I believe
ma'am.
so, yes.
All right, so what happened with the dog?
My dog or their dog?
Your dog.
Basically, the cops and the ambulance told me to leave my dog upstairs, so I immediately had to take my dog upstairs, leave her in the house for 5 hours by herself while I was at the hospital.
Are you serious? Were you, but I mean, wow, I wouldn't do that. I'd take the dog first because I'd be worried the dog's a goner.
No.
Okay.
She had several puncture wounds to
Right.
her right side of her abdomen,
Okay.
and she's developed a cyst.
Okay, so you went to the emergency room, and do you have the paperwork from the emergency room?
Basically, the only thing that I have here was my release form.
Yeah, but you're suing for almost $5 grand. Almost the whole amount of what you're suing for is pain and suffering for what happened in the emergency room. So I sort of want to know what they did in the emergency room. I mean, pain and suffering for your injury, but I sort of want to see the medical records of your injury.
Well, in terms of medical records, all they did was prescribe me medication.
Okay, let me see what you do have. There are medical records. You may not have gotten them for court, and I think that's the
Is
answer.
there anything else to that?
Everything that has to do with the hospital,
No,
hand to my bailiff.
that's it for the hospital.
Any medicine or anything like that?
No.
Did you ever go to any follow-up for this?
No.
Do you have any medical evidence about whether or not the scar is permanent or is something that's going to fade over time?
I don't have any evidence pointing to that, but if you rub your finger across,
Yeah.
you feel a lump kind of there where the scar
Well,
is.
I definitely see the mark. I mean, I
Yeah.
definitely see the scar. All right, and now an operation fee. Did the operation happen?
For the dog?
Yeah.
No, she's going to need...
Okay, there's one price without spaying the dog, and there's another price spaying the dog. Why would he have to pay for your spaying?
Well, I didn't say he have to
Well,
necessarily...
you are suing for the bigger amount, which includes the spaying.
Well, and I'm going to tell you why, if I may. He was insensitive about the whole ordeal. He didn't seek me out until 8 days after the fact, when he basically had 2 days till his dog be put to sleep. Additionally, he basically told me that his kids love the dog and that anything that I can do to help speak to, I guess, animal control to help him get his dog back, he'll be appreciative of it. But if I didn't, he's not going to help me pay my vet bills. So you gave me an ultimatum as to, you know.
But you don't. Your damages don't increase because someone's a jerk. Your damages are what your damages are.
Correct.
You see.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Harvey Levin here. So, is it negligent to let a 50-pound, 12-year-old boy walk a pit bull? How old is this kid?
He's 11.
He's 11? How much do you weigh?
About 65 pounds.
Would you let him walk a pit bull?
Well, yeah. I mean, if it was our pet, I would. Yeah.
Are pit bulls, though, too aggressive for a 12-year-old kid to walk?
I think that they have a bad representation. I don't think that they're all vicious.
Oh, God, you're such a naive young thing. What do you think?
I think it depends. I think if the dog's been raised to be...
Wait, I'd like to introduce you to the wishy-washy crowd. Okay, going inside the courtroom.
What happened with animal control?
I just want to address what she just said, if I may. She said that I came to her 8 days later. It was actually 4 days, and I've been looking for her. That night, the night before.
How hard is it to look for her?
Yeah.
You're standing there talking to the police. They had her information. They gave you a report. Why don't you just
I
go
came there that night.
Okay.
I went there several times. Several times I went to her apartment. Her apartment. When I finally caught up with her, I told her that.
Had you left a note?
Huh?
Had you left a note?
I slid a note under her door.
When?
Ask her. After the incident, I came several times. I knocked on the door. I spoke to her neighbors. And I told her that, I'm trying to get in touch with her.
And you have a shocked look.
Your Honor, this man is a bold-faced liar.
Okay, I asked her. All right, now, so tell me, according to you, what happens? She says that you don't come to her until you're at risk of having the dog.
All right, no, I spoke to her at least 3 times after
In any
the incident.
event, tell me what happens with animal control. Do they take the dog away right there?
Yeah, they took the dog right there on the spot. And the
Okay.
cops told me that they just want to, because she made a report and it was a dog mauling. That's the word that they used, that the dogs was mauled, and she was mauled.
And this is a pit bull, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
So I went to the...
Was your dog on a leash, according to your kids?
Yes, and to the witnesses also.
Okay.
My dog was on a
But apparently
leash.
not under control if the dog is able to run across the street and attack her dog and her.
I don't know if the dog attacked her dog and her. I know her dog ran up to my dog. That's what it says. That's what he said.
Okay.
As far as, ma'am...
Can I just tell you
say-
something, though? But, it's really, really unwise to come to court with just a piece of paper that I can't cross-examine. Because there's only one witness in this case in front of me, and that's her.
Okay.
It would be really good if I had your kid here. It would be really good if the witness came here, but somebody who I can look them in the eye, ask them the tough questions, and figure out if they're telling me the truth. Because the problem I have is it's small claims, and we relax the rules in small claims. So we'll allow a little hearsay here, a little hearsay there. Your entire case is hearsay because you weren't present. So when you choose to come and prove your case that way, prove your defense that way, it's very perilous ground. You do know that, right? Like
Yeah.
you're sort of leaving me in a very tough place. Go ahead. So tell me, what happened with the dog?
My dog was laid to rest.
How come, though? Because
they
it wasn't, the
No, my
government
dog
didn't
never
do
had
that.
an incident with anyone or anybody. And she always said that my kids were responsible. This is what she said, and I'm quoting her, that whenever they see her, they try their best to avoid her
Right.
across the
So
street or
how is
whatever.
it your dog died, though?
It's a long story. They had my dog for over 6 weeks. I went to try to get my dog out, and they said they had to observe him. Every time I went to Worth Street to try to find out what was going on, they said to observe him to see if he's vicious. It turned out that I got a call 6 weeks later that said, oh, you can come and get your dog now. He's not vicious, but you have to take him to obedience school. You have to neuter him, and these things you're going to have to pay for if you want your dog back. And at that time, I couldn't afford it. And, you know, he was already sick from being in the kennel. And I had personal problems of my own. And my mother's, you know, taking care of my mom and everything. So it was just a bad situation that I tried to do the right thing. I went to her and I tried to do the right thing.
Did he
wasn't
offer
about
to pay
trying
for your vet bills?
He offered to pay for the vet bills, our initial meeting.
I don't want to, I'm asking you a very straightforward
Yes.
question. I just want a straightforward answer. If he
Yes.
offered to pay for the vet bills, why didn't you take his money? Because what, he wasn't offering to pay for your pain and suffering? Or
No,
give me an answer.
he offered it with stipulations. With basically, he came out and said, if you don't help me, because he gave me the number to the animal control, someone to speak to. If you don't call this guy and do anything in your power to help me get my dog back, I'm not going to help you pay your bills.
Okay. And then you said, no, I'm not doing that because I think your dog is vicious.
Yes, yes. Yes, I'm taking you to court now. Why should I have to lie and try to help you get your dog back when, one, your dog wasn't under control? You could at least had a muzzle or something.
Okay. I'm finding in your favor, in the amount of your expenses that you are able to prove, which come to $542.02, plus $2,000 for pain and suffering. Okay. Let me just tell you, because I have children who seem to fall all the time. And you need to see a doctor about the scar, because there are things that you can do, ointments that you can put on, precautions you can take to stay away from the sun, different things that you can do to make the appearance of a scar decrease. And if you're just flapping in the wind like you're doing and not going to see a doctor, that is not a good idea. There's still a chance that that's going to go away, but you've got to take care of it and do the things you've got to do to give yourself the best fighting chance, okay?
No problem.
All right. Good luck. Verdict for the plaintiff, $2,542.02.
Hold on right there, please.
Plaintiff has won this case in People's Court. Not all the pain and suffering and everything, but a lot of the other bills. What's your reaction to that?
Well, you know, I take responsibility for what occurred with my dog, and I tried to do the right thing. I just think that it's more about somebody trying to get paid instead of just doing
Have you seen her scar? Have you seen that?
I seen it the day that it happened, and you know,
it's there.
It's there, but like I said, I tried to do the right thing. And she wanted
Do you blame her for your dog being put down?
Yes, I have. Yes, I do, because I know she know my dog wasn't vicious like that, and all that other stuff.
Miss the dog?
You know,
Miss your dog?
absolutely.
All right, right down this way, okay? All right, so come on in here. The plaintiff with her dog. All right, step in. You satisfied? Step forward a little bit. You satisfied with what you got out of this?
Yes, I am. I'm very satisfied.
Do you feel for the defendant for his dog being put down?
I feel for him that his kids lost a dog, but at the same time, it could have been worse. I could have lost my life. She could have lost her life. You know, and as a parent, he should have taken precautionary steps, at least a muzzle or something, to make sure that this didn't happen. So I'm satisfied.
Okay, over to Harvey.
Okay, since the folks behind me will not take a stand, I will take a stand. Pit bulls are more aggressive than other dogs. We have seen too many cases in the People's Court for this simply to be a coincidence. And that will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.